Maya grew up in Queens, New York, in a modest apartment filled with the warmth of family love. Her father was a retired history teacher, and her mother ran a small bakery that smelled of cinnamon and fresh bread every morning. Life wasn't always easy, money was tight, but the house never lacked laughter. Maya was a dreamer. From a young age, she believed her life was meant to be more than ordinary. She scribbled her thoughts in journals, filling pages with drawings of wedding gowns and notes about her future love story. One day, she often whispered to herself, "I'll walk down the aisle in a white dress, and the man waiting for me will feel like home." Part 2, Love in Unexpected Places. Maya met Arian during graduate school at Columbia University. He wasn't flashy, loud, or the center of attention. He was calm, thoughtful, and had the kind of eyes that truly listened when you spoke. They bumped into each other at the library, literally. She dropped her stack of books, and he bent down to help. "Looks like you've got enough to start your own library," he teased. Maya laughed, and from that moment, conversations flowed effortlessly. They studied together, shared coffee breaks, and slowly became inseparable. What Maya loved most about Arian was his patience. He wasn't the type to rush. He allowed love to grow naturally, like a tree stretching toward the sun. Part 3, The Proposal. 3 years later, on a chilly December evening, Arian invited Maya to Rockefeller Center to see the Christmas tree. The city glowed with fairy lights, the air carried the scent of roasted chestnuts. As couples skated on the ice rink below, Arian turned to Maya. "I don't want to imagine a life where you're not by my side," he said, pulling out a small velvet box. Inside was a simple but elegant diamond ring. "Maya, will you marry me?" Tears blurred her vision as she whispered, "Yes. 1,000 times yes." The months that followed were a whirlwind. Maya and her family planned a classic American wedding with a touch of tradition from their heritage. She chose a white lace gown with a long veil, while her bridesmaids wore pastel blue dresses. The ceremony would take place in a beautiful church in Brooklyn, followed by a reception at a riverside banquet hall overlooking the Manhattan skyline. Her mother baked hundreds of cookies for the dessert table. Her father spent hours writing a heartfelt speech. Friends planned surprises, and laughter filled every rehearsal dinner. Part 5, Tension Before the Big Day. But every love story has its tests. 2 weeks before the wedding, an uncle questioned whether Maya was ready. "Marriage isn't just romance," he warned. "It's responsibility. Are you sure about this?" Maya felt a flicker of doubt, but Arian reassured her. "Nothing in life is guaranteed, Maya. But I know one thing, I'll choose you every day." His words silenced her fears. Part 6. The Wedding Day. The morning of the wedding, Maya stood before a tall mirror in her hotel suite. Sunlight poured through the window, wrapping her in golden light. Her veil cascaded like a waterfall, and her bouquet of white roses trembled slightly in her hands. Her best friend, Lily, adjusted the veil. "You look like the dream you always talked about." Maya smiled at her reflection. This was it. When the church doors opened, music swelled. Guests rose to their feet. Arian waited at the altar, eyes glistening. The moment their eyes met, the world faded away. As she walked down the aisle, Maya thought, "This is perfect. This is the loveliest day of my life." Part 7, Vows and Promises. At the altar, Arian's voice trembled as he spoke his vows. "I promise to hold you in storms, to laugh with you in sunshine, and to build a home where you will always feel safe." Maya, fighting tears, replied, "I promise to love you in every season, to stand beside you in every challenge, and to never let a day pass without gratitude for you." When the officiant declared them husband and wife, the church erupted in applause. Their kiss was both tender and powerful, the seal of a promise made forever. Part 8, The Celebration. The reception sparkled with fairy lights. Guests danced, clinked glasses, and shared stories of love. Maya twirled across the floor in her gown as Arian whispered, "This is only the beginning." Her father gave his speech. Maya has always been a dreamer, and today, one of her biggest dreams has come true. Arian, thank you for being the answer to her prayers. There wasn't a dry eye in the hall. Part 9, A New Beginning. As the night ended, Maya and Arian drove across the Brooklyn Bridge. The city skyline shimmered behind them. Maya leaned her head on his shoulder. Do you think life will always feel this magical? Arian squeezed her hand. Not always. But even in ordinary days, we'll create our own magic. Maya closed her eyes, smiley.